Hey guys, what's my mic on? Oh, that's on. Okay. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. I had a good Friday, except for my commute. Magically took 20 minutes longer, even though there was no traffic. So I am still getting everything launched. Let's get American Truck Simulator up, which is what we are playing today. This was a good week. It just dragged for no apparent reason. At least for me. Maybe it's the days getting shorter. Alright, take us over to the game scene. Get that source set up. There we go, Truck Simulator. And I'm gonna check, but I'm pretty sure that YouTube chat is still broke. Which is why it hasn't been on screen this week. Yeah, still broke. Okay, American Truck Simulator. Let's switch over to the other. Turbo. So loud. Is what it, Ella? We need desktop. There we go. That should be good. Oh yeah, it's the custom CSS got broke between YouTube and a lot of other stuff like OBS and VTube Studio. Because my understanding is that YouTube had a security update, which on their backend or something, which, hold on, I forgot this light. But OBS and the other stuff just have to update their internal browser, a Chromium browser, to reflect the new security change, and that's what's causing the custom CSS to break. So I can turn on the chat box, but it'll just be the big, ugly gray box on the screen instead of the transparent background that I usually have. Was annoying to figure out what was the problem with it too. You'd think something that basic would be pretty easily figured out, but it's taking them a while. How you doing, Ella? You have a good week? I need to hit this button. Okay. All right, we have our own proper truck now. Yeah. Even with the big, yeah, I got downgraded. It wasn't a hurricane, it was just a tropical storm or even just tropical depression that rolled through. Even with the rain, it was pretty good. Because the worst of the rain that we got was just kind of heavy. Not even like enough to make me slow down all the way. Like, I think the slowest I had to go for the rain was 65 when it came through. So it wasn't that bad. But that didn't stop all the idiots from going like 45 and I-95 with their blinkers on. I don't know why that trend started. I hate it so much when people slow down with their blinkers for a little bit of rain. It is so obnoxious. Oh yeah, we got a new truck. This is our Big Rig Banana, a Volvo. I like the Volvos in this game because it has the GPS unit on top of the dash, which makes it easy to see. And we are currently stranded in Texas because... markets. I can't fast travel because the truck is a beater, and the chassis and the wheels are still fucked. So until I get the money to upgrade them, or repair them, or replace them, we can't fast travel. So we're just stuck in Texas where there hasn't been a lot of jobs for some reason. I guess we could technically just like drive all the way across the country, but that's a huge drive. So what can we get in Texas? Is there a way to filter by state? Let's try TX. Nope. I think external contracts usually have something that's local. Nebraska. We can do a long draw. That wouldn't be too bad. If we go to Nebraska, they'll probably get us other jobs out here. That might be our ticket out of Texas. Haul and lumber. We'll take that. That's not too far away from us. There we go. I need to stop at a service station because I'm missing my right side mirror for some reason. So I have to figure out how to find that. Road map. We are going up here where there's no service station, but there's gas. Okay, so we can stop there for getting our mirror and gas up where we get the lumber. Okay, cool. All right, let's hit the road. Why are my wipers on? I think since last time I also changed a few things where I forgot to gear up. I got rid of the cheat GPS because now I have it on the dash all the time. And I also got rid of the side mirrors, now I have to actually look. So I find that a little bit more fun. I need to cut left at some point, don't I? Let's see here. Here we go. Okay, here's the exit. I keep getting bullied that Pete's are way better than Volvo trucks, but I just like the Volvos in this game so far. Just because that... I like having the GPS on top. It's the same reason there's our beater. Sometimes the lights flash and our lights go out in this beater. It's fine. It's only caused a few crashes. But I like how prominent the GPS is on top of the dash. That's the same reason I like my Toyota, instead of having recessed into the dash. Alright. I also realized that this game gets way better once you get even like the crappiest beater truck. Enter. Because then you can start upgrading, and then you're immediately just leagues better than any of the quick job trucks. And replacing parts also fixes the beater status. So this went from like 3 stars to like 4 in a second, because I replaced the engine and the transmission. So this Volvo, it's a little small, but it is overpowered as hell right now. Although my current trucker level in the game is 10 or 11, so I still don't have all the good parts. Good tea today. Okay, we need to continue past to get to the service, get our missing mirror. We are clear. Oh boy. Surprise truck. I only had myself to blame for being a distracted driver. I was fucking with my mic positioning because my left hand keeps hitting it. Let me fix that first. Sorry for any mic sounds. Let's try that. I think that should be okay. Alright. Hopefully we have the money for that quick repair. Alright, what is our damage? From being a dumbass. Repair all? Not too bad. Yeah. Yeah, so we just have the chassis and the wheels left to replace. Which... I don't think they give us any, like, actual benefit in the game beyond being able to fast travel and pass inspection. But, like, the actual performance is just fine. Oh, we have to do this. And we need our mirror that's missing. I'm guessing I accidentally hit that X on it at some point. Yeah. We want to confirm. And that'll be it. Excellent. We may as well gas up while we're here too. Okay. Come on. Come on, truck. I honestly wish that... Part of me doesn't want to ever, like, fully repair this, because I like having the lights blink, because it gives the truck character. But it is annoying not being able to pass any inspection. I mean... The few times I try and... I need to get rid of the cheat screen. The few times I bother to stop and pay my, swindle sheet, I get fined extra. Is he gonna steal our spot? No, he's not. So I just am incentivized to blow past all the wait stations. Stop with E. And gassing up. Also, frankly, the Volvo cabin just looks comfy. Even if it has, like, grandma wallpaper. Okay. There we go. Back on the road. I think we can just cut out here. Because we're not on the highway yet. No, this is supposed to be one way. Any road is two way if you make it. Or if you have the mass advantage. Oh. I see. Well. Good thing our truck turns on a dime. I looked up a few YouTube videos and I was surprised to see just how tight trucks in real life can turn when they want to as well. That was very surprising to me. Can I do a U-turn and get on through there? I think I can. Hold on. We won't ruin that Jeep's life. But we're gonna do some illegal ass U-turns here. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Just a little boy. I also discovered the horn is a magical power in this game. Not all the time, but sometimes. We are getting off immediately. The check engine lights are on, and there's nothing we can do about it. It's just part of this truck's charm. My, lights are not on. There we go. Got our I-beams. It's also shocking once you get your own truck in this game, how fast you are without any... We're good. That was just the ghost of the truck. Don't know what the fuck that was about. What was I saying? Oh yeah, once you're able to just drive around without any cargo, it's shocking just how zoomy you get. I think the next exit probably. I have not finished the Conan story that I said I was. Because something about it just hasn't hooked me again. So actually today I've started a self-help book about vocal training to try and improve my voice game and reduce that skill issue. Because I do vocal warm-ups and overhydrate and other crap to try and prevent any huskiness and sore throat. And it stopped it from any sore throat the next day. But yapping long enough, I tend to get a bit of a sore throat in the moment. That goes away pretty quickly. But that tells me that I'm probably using my voice wrong somehow. Just a bad habit I developed over my life. So I am seeking to rectify that. I suspect that... Can I just do this? I never know when I can just cut across the lawn like that, because there's a lot of invisible walls in this game. I also have discovered the art of not getting red light fines by just not going through the intersection, because you can't get a fine if you don't enter the intersection. Which has caused my rate of crashes to increase by a lot, but I think that's compensated by getting less fines. Okay, here we go. Oh, this is a small load too. It's only one trailer. Well, I guess the pay is only 20k. Alright. That's probably good. Now, back up a little to the left. We're good. Straighten out. There we go. A little off, but that should be fine. Oh, there we go. Yeah. I still have to go to third person for the articulated trailers. And usually, even with the regular one trailers, but I'm starting to get the hang of this. I'm starting to play like I know what I'm doing a little. I also have been branching out into the other states when I played off stream last weekend. And goddamn, the mountains of Colorado are insane with those windy ass roads. I had my first real crash in this game from losing control around a tight... Oh, we took out those flowers, but that's fine. From losing control around a tight mountain pass, where I just rolled over. I think that was the first job with this truck too. No, it's not through here. It's at the light. It's a little frustrating with how painfully European the devs of this game can be. Fuck it. Fuck you. We already got the fine. We're taking it. Because, like that, they have no concept of right on red and a few other stuff in the traffic patterns. I get extremely indignant whenever I get fined for right on red. I bet they also want me to come to a stop at stop signs too. As much as I know, upgrading to the bigger cabin will give us access to a lot of the bigger trailers and stuff to hook up in the back. I like having the small cabin, honestly. I like the small truck vibe. We need to get over here too. We are going north to Denton. I think I've only been out in Texas myself in real life once or twice. We're clear. And I don't remember where. I want to say it was on the Gulf Coast, so not interior Texas. Closer to the eastern side. Maybe Dallas? I don't remember. It's been so long. That was like late 90s, I think, that I came out here. And that was after visiting family in Louisiana. Nolines. I naturally say New Orleans instead of New Orleans, but Nolines is the funnest way to say it. I have to get off my chest just how disappointing the House of the Dragon finale was this past weekend. Holy shit, what a waste of a season. Waste of 2 seasons, because the first season of House of the Dragon was so good, and then this season just wasted all of it. And I can understand that this season had like a lot going against it between all the different actors and writer strikes, and then HBO fucking around and making them cut the season short. But that doesn't change the fact that it's just a shitty season. And there was a lot of good moments, individual moments, and even, I think, 2 just great episodes all around. But the rest of the episodes just dragged so badly and only got worse as it went on. And that finale is just embarrassing, honestly, with how it ended. Because I was waiting the entire time for something, anything to happen. And then the piano music started, which you always know in a George R. R. Martin show. The piano music is when stuff is about to get real. And then nothing happened. The episode ended with nothing. It's like the way they ended the episode with the shots of all the armies marching should have been how the finale started. And then they go from there. There's just so much wasted screen time in the second season. It is painful. And again, it's really disappointing with how good the first season was. And it makes House of the Dragon feel like it's a speed run for the arc that Game of Thrones went through. Where the first season was like the first 3 or 4, 3.5 seasons of Game of Thrones. And now season 2 is the mid-seasons of Game of Thrones, like 4 or 5 and maybe early 7. So it makes me feel like the third season is going to be just complete dog shit Game of Thrones season 8 at its worst. It's like, unless I hear amazing things about season 3, I'm not really planning to bother watching it. Because at this point, I got the good enough story that I wanted from the first season. And look, that was my fault, but it doesn't sound like I got fined for it, so I'm not taking credit. I didn't hear the ding. What was I saying? What was I yapping about as I just demolished that family going out for a morning drive? Oh yeah, I just have no interest really, unless I hear otherwise that season 3 is good. And now it's a pattern with George R. R. Martin's shows just turning to shit after a few seasons or 1 season now. So that's maybe lose any interest in the Duncan Egg show. I heard it's filming now, so that means it'll probably come out next year at the earliest. I can't imagine them stacking it the same year as House of the Dragon season 3, so I'm guessing Duncan Egg show will come out next year or the year after next. But I doubt I'll bother with that either. It has been amusing over the course of the season watching the fan might be a strong word for what they are, but just people glazing the show and making excuses for it. And it's like the show doesn't owe you anything, man. It's like, if an episode is shit and the season is shit, it's okay to say it. I don't know. Ooh, we're already out of Texas. That went by fast. So we have Oklahoma and... Okay, cool, we don't have to get swindled. Oklahoma, Kansas, and then I think Nebraska is after Kansas. I think. Because isn't Nebraska between Kansas and South Dakota? I think. Something like that. I am looking forward to this weekend too, because I have a new microphone to play with coming in tomorrow. I honestly don't know if it's something I'll use for streams, because it's so overkill for what I do here on YouTube that I might have so much background noise that unless NVIDIA can magically erase the background noise, it won't sound good to use, because it's a studio grade mic. The Shure KSM 32, I think that's the name of it. But I got it because this is just part of the hobby for me, where I enjoy playing around with the tech and exploring the problem space and seeing how far I can push it, or where I can improve on. So that's why I got it. Because you can't hide anything from this mic in particular, because it's not a dynamic like the Fifine K688 I have now, or the Shure SM7B, which is the generic go-to for every YouTuber, it seems like. The SM7B is just the capital T, the microphone that all the YouTubers seem to go for. But they're dynamic microphones, which means they are specialized to capture dynamic vocal ranges, which that's my layperson's understanding of it. And part of the explanation that I got was that's why, for example, Michael Jackson used a Shure SM7B for recording Thriller, because he was doing those crazy high notes in it to get the dynamic range. But the KSM32, if I'm remembering right, is instead a compressor microphone. I think it was compressor, something like that. And I forget exactly what that means, because I understand the dynamic microphones more, because they tend to be the microphones I've used in the past, because their dynamic microphones are better at rejecting background noise, whereas compressors will just catch it all. And then I think the third type of microphones are shotguns, which are better for using at range. But they're also used for voice actors and stuff too. But that'll be my tomorrow, assume Amazon doesn't delay it as usual. If they do, it'll just be my Sunday then. Setting up and playing with the new microphone, doing some audio tests with it, figure out how it works and if I can even use it for YouTube. But if not, I'll at least have it to do fancy recording with if I want to. Like recording this is a pretty area. I like these mountain passes, or cliff passes that were just cut through. That's neat. But worst case, if I can't use it for live streaming, I'll be able to use the fancy mic for off-stream recording to turn to videos or whatever. But you snuck up on me. I'm intentionally taking the middle section, riding the lane divider, just to stop people from sneaking up on me. It's become a defense mechanism in this game for me. Gotta be careful taking sips of drink. I've seen on downhill stretches this truck actually exceed the speed gauge, go past 90, which is interesting. I would hate to think what that's doing to the engines and transmission and everything. Oh, it looks like coming up on city. Oh shit, shit. That's okay, just a ding. Oklahoma City. We are going straight through, probably. So we're northbound to Nebraska. Also, getting your own truck in this game lets you add accessories like the hood mirrors, which are a lifesaver, so I don't have to look all the way over. Though they're not perfect, so keep getting snuck up on. Yeah, straight. Nope. Yeah. No, we're taking exit. Okay. Going... Wichita, Fort Smith. I guess so. Out of curiosity, last weekend I tried another Escort one. And it was so painfully slow. It was like crawling at 35 miles an hour from Texas somewhere to like 5 states over. It was so bad, I just quit like after the next state after Texas. I forget which one it was. Yeah, those escort missions are for like the hardcore truck simmers that actually trying to simulate the game and simulate being truck drivers. Yeah, straight. There's some other simulator stuff in this game too, I've noticed, like advanced braking systems or whatever, which I have turned off because I'm too small brained for that. I only brake as a last resort anyways. I was surprised this week with how much fun the game Heavenly Bodies was. I was looking at it, I expected it to just be kind of like Barrow Trauma a little bit, but I wasn't expecting it to just be like QWOP in space, where instead of controlling your legs, you're controlling your arms. So that was a lot of fun. I was really annoyed that the stream on Wednesday, I think it was, didn't go live because OBS trolled me. Because the first two missions were a lot of fun in that game, where I was doing spacewalking without any safety clips. Having to construct the space station's, what was it, antenna array. I noticed it has a co-op mode, and I kind of want to find someone to co-op it with, but that's hard because of my work schedule. What are you doing, guy? Get off my ass. If you see a truck driving like I am, you just stay like 10 car lengths away from it. I don't know what the hell that guy is doing. The AI in this game go full Mad Max, just chrome and shiny on you. They have no self-preservation, and it's weird. That's something they could definitely improve with patches. And I'm actually kind of surprised with the patch work that the devs are doing on this game, with the updates to the menus and options. Enid and Tulsa. There is a distinct lack of anything to look at here. Even in game. This is beyond flyover territory. This is drive-through territory. Goddamn. But I figure for this stream we'll do a few cargo missions, then might switch to another game, depending on how I'm feeling. This is Friday night, I can stream for longer now. Don't have to go to work tomorrow. Gotta love it. I have never been in this state either in real life. So I don't know if I've ever been inland in North America. Because I have been to the West Coast, but that was by plane and just to Seattle for a quick stop and go. But for driving, I've only been on the eastern seaboard and some of the Gulf Coast. Yeah, now that I think about it, I've never even been west across the mountains. Huh. Is that a cop? Shithead. I feel like I deserve to call him a shithead if he's just hiding out there. He's not even going to find us for breaking the law like we are. I don't think it's even worth stopping. even if I wanted to, because we'll get charged more because our truck is broken and haunted. I guess I'll pull in just to show the fine for fun. Yeah, it's just a quick stop. Do you want to go? There you go. I think it's only like a $500 difference in the fine. Oh, it's only 1% damage. Yeah, technical state. Yeah, so there's no reason to stop for these right now. Because we'll get fined anyways. And not for that much more. We're clear-ish. Yeah, there's that smart ass from earlier. Fuck you. I hate toll roads. I hate toll roads. I am super indignant about toll roads. There's not really an explanation, I just hate toll roads. It comes from living in North Virginia and working in DC. If they didn't have toll roads, the traffic might not be completely horrible on I-95 and 395 up there. But they have toll roads, so traffic is horrible. And not that many people use the toll road either. And if you use the toll road, you're actually usually going slower than the people on the regular 295, because the cops care way more about the toll road speeders than they do the regular road. Oh, yeah, no. No. Okay, we're good. Just took out a sign, we're good. I started to feel that one coming. I don't think I've ever went through one of these gates before in this game. What if I just blow through? What if I just do that? What are you gonna do? Would you go? So what's the point of stopping there if you just roll through and pay automatically? Weird. I can't say that wasn't unrealistic with that car refusing to speed up. That happens way too often. That's a fancy looking drainage system in the middle of nowhere. Why is there such a fancy drainage system in the middle of nowhere? I guess it's so flat this is flood country, isn't it? That's probably it. Also, it might be tornado country, and that's just where you go. I have no idea, but that's my guess. Wait, it's not even connected to like a city or anything. It's just a weird-ass divide. What the fuck? Why, I'm glad it's not my tax dollars going to that in this state. No, my tax dollars instead go to unending I-95 development for no goddamn reason that has not stopped in over 10 years. I hate I-95 so much. That's it, I don't even live on the worst stretch of it. It's not that bad here unless you're southbound, which I avoid. The only times I go on southbound 95 is when it's night and if my regular route has weather. And even then, it's just not worth it. we going straight? Yeah, we're going straight. To Selena. Selena's a pretty name. And we are continuing on. Hell is Jobs? Oh, that's a talk show. Oh. Part of me kind of wants to get Euro Truck Simulator 2, just for different styles of roads and cities to blast through. Because it is nice having such a wide open scale to truck around on, but it's also very, very familiar. Because even in states I've never been to, all the roads are pretty familiar. Just because it's the style of American interstates and freeways. Huh. Whoa, Derek's. Interesting. I watched, what was it? Was it Expedition Unknown? Or was it Expedition X? It was one of Josh Gates' spin-offs where he has two stooges do more paranormal investigations that he's too cool to do now. And one of them, they were investigating the Skinwalker in the Derrick Fields. Because their theory was the Derrick Fields, I forget what state it was, I think it might have been New Mexico or Utah. It's the same state where their Skinwalker ranch is. But anyways, they're out there in the oil fields because their theory was that gas fumes from the derricks caused people to hallucinate the Skinwalker or something. And then at one point they're driving down a road and some random homeless person crossed over in front of them and they started freaking out, calling him a Skinwalker. And it was the most insulting thing because just some random homeless dude crossing the road. They are clowns, but they are at least amusing, usually. Any Josh Gate show is kind of like a minimum amount of entertainment. They're usually pretty good. The only times Josh Gates isn't fun is when he's trying to be more serious, I guess. Like, there's one Egypt special he did with like some famous, what'd you call him? Egyptologist? Maybe just an archaeologist. Egyptian historian. A native to Egypt. He's a big name over there with the pyramids and stuff, with archaeological work and stuff there. And it was some special that Josh Gates did with him where they were uncovering a new tomb that had been opened before. And it was just the most boring... That was the ghost again. The most boring thing possible. Because it wasn't surprising at all that real-life archaeology work is very slow and very tedious, and even when something exciting happens, it's like, okay, great, we're looking at a dusty piece of stone. Awesome. It would have made for a better regular episode than a special. But I guess that was more of a feather in his cap. Freeway ends. Ends where? Or is this changing over to interstate or something? This darn just to look like Georgia. Maybe South Carolina. Part of the coming patch is also adding more southern Gulf or southeastern vegetation of Texas, which is neat. Which they're probably doing in anticipation for when the next state's coming up. I think Louisiana is one of the next states. Or Alabama, whichever one's right next to Texas. I think it is Alabama. That's between Texas and Louisiana. Calm down, Ghost. We have half a tank left. What is our distance like? Oh, we're already almost there. Okay, cool. We will get there long before we have to gas up. That means there must be nearing a Nebraskan border. The saddest state in the union. Nebraska. I have an oomphy in Nebraska, and I can't not tease them about it. Although I feel a little bad sometimes for doing it. Man, wind turbines are such bullshit. They are possibly the least renewable energy source for what is supposedly called green energy. Because all the component parts of them, they're so complicated to make and are so resource and manpower intensive to get and build. It's just not sustainable. It's bullshit. This is a complete tangent, but if you want sustainable green energy, go nuclear. That's all there is to it. And geothermal, I guess. I think there's like some ocean current power stations too. Those are weird. I know nothing about those. Huh. Random ass balloon. I just had the thought that maybe they should add seasons to this game, but then imagining all this just being a field of white would blind the eyes and make me go blind. So it's probably a good thing we don't have winter. I am shocked there's been no detours or anything. Not even a little traffic. There has to be a mod for the simulators, the hardcore simmers, that adds realistic traffic where you just sit in gridlock like interstate traffic for hours. It would be zero fun, but there has to be simmers who would go for it because they'll go for anything. I have seen some insane truck simulator setups that people have where they like build entire truck cabins in their house with like multi-monitor setups and everything. It's insane and awesome. Like, I can't imagine playing it, but the people that do that are just awesome. Because I see that stuff because every now and then I'll look at homemade flight and space sim setups just for fun. And there's a lot of really cool stuff out there too. Every now and then I fancy building something like that, even if it's just with a MTS skeleton setup rather than like fabricating up a cockpit facade and whatever. But they take up so much room and cost so much. And, oh, that's an airplane. Crop duster, I guess. Is that even a thing these days, crop dusting? Don't they just have, like, those to spray everything? An airplane just seems like an inefficient way to do things. In the modern day, at least. What was I talking about? Sim setups. I always fancy one, but that's like when you get into your 60s for normal people. When you've really settled down, you know you're not moving again, and you just have like an entire whole ass room to dedicate to simming. That's when you can do stuff like that. We need to cut around this light. No, damn it. Fine. We'll take the fine. We'll take this one too. There. Straightened up. Didn't have enough room to cut around that intersection. Can we cut around this one without getting the fine? I don't think so, but we'll try it. That's fine. It's not our trailer. Damn it. We could have cut through. Come on. Just cut through. There we go. No red light fine. Didn't even get the ping for damage on that one. Unless I was blind on it. We'll find out how much damage we really took when we go to the repair station after this. The lights were on, but they weren't blinking and the gate wasn't down. Maybe Europeans always have their lights on for the railroad crossing, even when they're not active. Bizarre. Is that a Midwest thing where they don't have turn lanes for those? Where you just have to slow down on the left lane like an asshole? Yeah, like that. There should be a turn lane. Or are you just gonna slow down on the goddamn freeway? Hello, Ghost. Musical medium. We should be getting pretty close. We are turning right onto 81, I guess. Going to Columbus. Pump the brakes a little. Yes, the yield signs are important for them to yield to us. We have a trailer not belonging to us to take the damage for our cab. It only takes a couple hundred off the must be Nebraska, because this looks sad as shit. Here we go. After this? Yeah, here returning. Going towards Columbus. End of line. Alright, almost still got that sign, but we didn't. Are Nebraskans so down bad for lumber? They're hauling it from Texas? What the hell is that? Maybe it's some pristine artesian lumber. God. This is just so generic American. I would not be surprised to see this on the Eastern Coast. Including the brown-ass nasty river. We are... No, here we are. Right at the destination. We are gonna cut this corner to dodge the red light. Please, no visible wall. No visible wall. Damn it! Got fined anyways. You're getting on to me. Getting wise. Alright. Taylor Construction Group. Where do you need this? I think we pull through. Oh, I see it. It is... Damn, if that lumber wasn't there, we could just back in. I'd have to go around. This is a really awkward spot for construction, isn't it? Right next to everyone's house. I guess they're probably just building a new neighborhood or something. You want to block the road much? Asshole. Okay, we need to turn in here and find a place to back up. Where was that spot? I think around this bend. We came the wrong direction. Okay, that's fine. Question mark? We'll make this work. Are we? We're on the mount. I see the problem. Come on. Okay, come on. Okay, we got back up. I'm going through for this. We need to go that way? No, this way? Now, I need to... I need to just go all the way over there. Get out of this mess. Forward? There we go. Pull the tires past that at least. Now, we can turn in and get stuck. Again. Let's straighten out to make this backup be a little easier. Now. Okay, this should work. Now we can just swing around. There we go. Now, through here. All this shit in the way. Now we can turn around here. Okay. So we need a wide turner to get all the way around. Turning, turning, turning. No, shit. We're fine. We just bruised the banana a little. We're fine. Let's roll over the debris. Pop a tire. Okay, here we go. Now we can turn in to back this up. Oh, that's getting caught on that. We should be good. Now, do some physics. Okay. Yep. A little more. Okay. Think that'll count. We straighten up like that. Nope. Fuck. That's not gonna take it. But we're straighten up, so that should work. Well, and then right. Straighten up. Okay. Now it should be straightforward. In theory. Immediately start going cockeyed on me. Here we go. It'll be off axis, but that's fine. That's fine. You know what? That's fine. Not our trailer. We just dented the cab a little. We didn't even get any penalties. Look at us. Anything here? Anything paying worth a damn? Not really. Because I think the cabin and wheels are going to be fairly expensive. Probably. Maybe. Nothing decent there either. What about... Oh no. Let's go to... here. And now from the regular menu. Look for decent jobs. We are in Nebraska. We need something that's gonna pay some bills. Too far out. Again, we are stranded. Oh, now there's something decent down Texas. Wyoming, Nevada. Page 3. Yeah. There is jack and shit out here. Yeah, we just gotta go local. Okay. Don't really want to go back to Texas. Wyoming wouldn't be too bad. Don't think I've been to Wyoming in this game yet. So 25. Yeah, I'll take west over south. Oh, that's fairly close. All right. We'll do this job and see if we can upgrade our cabin or wheels to try and exercise the ghost. All right, I want to look for a repair station along the way. So, oh, it's just around the corner. And it's also just across the street. Along with gas. We'll get gas first, straight out, and then there. Okay. Good deal. If we can find our way out of here. Here we go. This is where I was supposed to enter. So we want to go straight out of here instead of turning. Must be horrible mosquitoes with that river there. Oh yeah, we're totally turning. No, didn't let us. Oh, shit. They got wise to us. Yeah, they're good. Let's get some gas. I see why in this game they don't let you just go insane off-roading. But it is a little disappointing. Especially with how close some of the invisible walls are to the road. I think that's what Diesel's going for right now, actually. 366. Somewhere around there. Alright. Now, we can follow the GPS. That'll take us out towards the service station. Stop. There we go. Let's top off our engine before hitting the road again. I also heard that Euro Truck Simulator has different trucks available to it as well. A lot less full-on big rigs than American has, which makes sense. We can avoid the red light. And avoid the traffic. And cross the median. We're fine. Okay. I would be deathly afraid to see a big rig in real life cut across the terrain like that. It would have to be a tire flying somewhere. We can cut around and hook a right at... We're fine. We need to take this right. And avoid the light. Invisible wall. God damn it. Always with invisible walls. Let's see if we can stick to the sidewalk and dodge the invisible wall and the light. No fine? No fine. Okay. Here is the service station. There it is. Good old truck works. Alright, let's see what we got. I don't think we took too much damage. That's not bad. And while we're here, we may as well see if we can't do anything for the wheels or the cabin. Almost. Well. Was that? Yeah. Because there's so, when you upgrade that cabin, there's so many add-ons to it. Let's just walk away just to reset it, and then we'll come back and look at the wheels. Wheels. I guess they're here. So I'm not entirely sure what I need to do to replace the wheels here. Because I think I've already replaced them from the cosmetics. I don't see where else to do that. Maybe I just have to do it through the other screen. The wheels. Oh, that's not even that much. Yeah, it looks like that. How much is that? Oh, that's not bad at all. What if we tack on everything? Just to zero it out. Okay. Yeah, I'll leave us with 5K for any rainy day expenses. We'll take that. Yeah. Why are we still at... Is that just permanent? Oh, that's permanent. How much is a total? Ooh. No, thank you. That 9% is probably from all the mayhem I've done since getting the new parts. That tracks. I'm surprised it isn't more. Oh, nothing dear. Actually, we could fast travel now, but we already have a job. And the job's taking us where we haven't been before. So, we'll let it do. We look clear? Whoa, shit. Fucking RVs. Always the RVs and campers. We are once again speedy. No. Alright, that's fine. It's only a fifth of our money. I actually found that money is faker than usual in this game. Because you can go into the negative and the game doesn't care. They'll give you a free loan. No interest even, to pay off your fines. How far away is this? Should just be in the next town, isn't it? Ain't it? Talking like a British. Shell Creek. Yeah. Nasty little river. Corn. Sad corn. Must be Nebraska. I hate on Nebraska a lot. I'm sure it's fine. It's just sad. I can't not make fun of Nebraska. This is so goddamn flat. Holy shit. Okay. Did we miss our... We must have missed it. We turned the wrong way. Okay. That's fine. This is fine. We can just do this. They'll brake for us. They like their car more than we do ours. They'll brake. It won't honk. Okay. It wasn't too far off. Just a little bit backtracking. I am feeling much better now after taking this week off from riding. Because I've been suffering with rider's burnout real bad this month actually. And a little bit last month. But I think I caught it in time before it really started burning out. So I tried to ride on Monday and it just gave me an actual headache, which is not a good sign. Part of it is that I'm just mentally and emotionally over one of the stories that I'm writing right now. I'm just trying to write up with a satisfying ending. Which I suspect that's just how most writing projects end up. Whereas like you get near the end and you know how it's gonna end. Well, There's still room for stuff to happen. But broad brush, you know how things are gonna go. And you just kind of want it to be over so you can move on. We're good. Okay, we're good. Nope, invisible wall. Fucking invisible walls. Okay, we should be good here. We can thread the needle and see if we get a fine in. Invisible wall. We have to take the fine. Oh, another banana. Okay. That's fine. Fine us. See if I care. Oh, not even gonna fine us. Fine. I should have looked if I could upgrade the engine. No, because we revamped the car. Although I am sad to see the ghost gone. It was a little bit of nice company. We're gonna blow through here. That's fine. Just a red light. Look, we're on our way to make a smooth, what was it, 25K? Or was it 20K from this? $700 fine is nothing. I have to remember to look at my lifetime fines. That stat before I quit this game. There we go. Take the wrong entrance. It's fine. And we have cars to pick up. Now this looks like an RV dealership. Hate. Hate. Destroy all RVs. Destroy all campers. Get them off our roads. And did I pass it? No, that's it. Why does a RV dealership have trucks and cars? I need to... I am way over. Okay. There we go. Okay. There we go. We are good. Looks like some Lego bricks back there. What was that? All right. We have our trailer. We are once again trucking, rather than just joyriding. Golf carts are fun. It's always fun to visit a distant cousin's farm when they have a golf cart, just for joyriding around. Although it's not so fun when the battery dies, and that's when you also realize all the tires are flat because they don't maintain it, and then you and your cousins have to push the golf cart around to get back to the house. And then it's middle Georgia too, and there's all kinds of mosquitoes out. Fun times though. Fun times at the pecan farm. Oh, banana. That's an old style banana. I still see some of those cars around where I am. Not too many. I think there's like maybe some kind of what would you call it? A retro car club? Something like that around here? Where they maintain and drive around just old style cars for fun. Because they're usually in pretty decent condition. How far away is this? Only 500 something? That's not too bad. Once we get out of the flat country, it's not too bad. I think we're cutting across Colorado, maybe. So we might have some dangerous mountains to go through. To squeeze our big rig banana through. For our company, Buddy Smugglers LLC. I got that joke from Scrubs. Yeah, that was it. Because of the banana hammock line. Which I used that as a safety word in an RPG session. Where we had to get a code word going on. Is this gonna find us? Ah, interesting. You can cheat the fines by taking a left arrow. Good to know. But, it was a Dark Heresy campaign where we were skulking about. That's what. Shit. We're good. We just burned some rubber. It was a Dark Heresy campaign where we're skulking about as a warband does in the service of an Inquisitor. But we decided to come up with some code words to signal that everything was okay. My suggestion was banana hammock, to which someone else said their code word would then be bungee smuggler. If you don't know what those are, don't Google search it. Unless you want to see man loins in very tight Speedos, they're called. Yeah, that's it, Speedos. Man panties. Fashionable swimwear for men with no shame. A lot of pride, no shame. But hey, if your bod is good enough to rock a Speedo, or more colloquially a banana hammock or a budgie smuggler, then good on you. You deserve it. Why ain't a helicopter just hovering? Oh, I see. You just go around. That's only one lane. Just get off the road. You don't even have to block the whole lane for that. Idiots. That's a nicer looking river. The sun is about to set, which is annoying. This game gets dark as shit. Traffic. Ooh, 2-lane traffic. I could go on the right shoulder, but then we'll be boxed in. So I'll take this because this way we have both the left lane and the left shoulder to swerve around on. Yeah, that's the better play. No passing zone, oh no. We're not passing, we're driving. It's a big difference here. If we were passing, we would get back in the right lane, but we're not. Oh shit. You know what? This will be the Big Rig Bananas first legit swindle sheet, so we're gonna take it. Just for fun. And they gotta make us drive all the way around here. At least put it on the road. Alright. Let's get our swindle sheet. Enter. Wait. Are they not gonna find us? That's how rarely I've done things legit in this game. I didn't even know that you don't get a fine if you're... Fuck you. If you're already good to go. You better stop, boy. Fuck you. You deserve that one. Shithead. That's what I was saying earlier with the Mad Max drivers in this game. The AI has no self-preservation. O'Neill. 2 L's. With the E before the I. Is that where they got the spelling for O'Neill from Stargate SG-1 from? Because that spelling of O'Neill I've used it before for characters just for fun, for a nice little reference. Yeah. And my spell check always flags it as being wrong, despite it just being a spelling of a name. Okay. We're good. Let's just get back on the right lane. We're a little tight here. Red light. Oh. There is no room to go around. In fact, if I had just sped up, I would have gotten a fine. Get out of the left lane. That was a cop too. The most embarrassing ticket I've ever gotten was I was going to a college out in the cornfields and get off the road. I was going to a college out in the cornfields, and after a few years, I had just gotten so fed up with the farm traffic on the freeway or highway, whatever, that I started doing some very stupid and aggressive driving. So one time I decided to do an illegal ass pass on the left and flip the guy off at the same time because he dared to go the speed limit. Unbelievable. How dare he? Turned out that was a cop. That was the most embarrassing ticket. It would have been even more embarrassing if he actually saw me give him the bird. I don't think he did because he was rather nice about it. So thank God he wasn't looking left when I was passing him. Oh boy. I haven't gotten too many speeding tickets in my life. Only a few, actually. I think only 2 speeding tickets when I was at that college, and that's it for actual proper speedings. Besides that, only 1 warning, which was this past year, I think. Might have been last year. And that's because I was... Okay, look, I was going 15 over, but everyone goes 15 over. But I saw him in just in time to turn off cruise control and coast down to a smooth 74. So he pulled me over and I was like, oh, you weren't going too fast. I'll just give you a warning. I'm like, thanks. Thank you, sir. But I mean, to give the warning system credit, I mean, it did stop me from going 80 on that stretch. Now I just go 76. So, I mean, fair being fair, the warning ticket did do its job. I am not a great driver. I am a safe enough driver to keep my own life intact, and that's about it. And even sometimes that wears thin because I do so much driving for my commute to and from work that it's increasingly hard not to fuck around my phone. And I know it's a problem. It's gotten to where I've thought about getting a longer USB cable just so I can ditch my phone once it's connected into my center console, just so it's out of reach. I should actually just order that cable this weekend just to make myself stop fucking around my phone while I'm driving. It's a huge problem. And it's one of those things where I know it's not okay to do at all, but it's just... After a year and a half now of driving 3 hours a day for work on the same roads, it is so boring. He just flashed his lights at me. Fuck you. I mean, I was doing a legal ass wide turn there, but it's fine. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna do that once this stream is over. Order that longer cable so I can stop fucking with my phone. Ugh. I am glad it is the weekend now. This week was pretty good. It just dragged on for no reason. And it's not even like it's because the days are getting shorter, because in the office I work there's no windows because we're inside at a data center. So our only window is a security camera on a laptop, which I don't even get to look at because the coworker has it angled at him. So it's just in a time warp with no context for what's outside. And it used to not be that bad. Maybe I'm just getting tired of the job, even though it's a really great job. But days are just dragging on and on. Maybe I should get a book. Doesn't help that I was taking my break from writing this week. Usually I have that to occupy my time. Oh, we're in the negatives. That's fine. Our pay for this will get us back in the black. I am now looking forward to picking back writing again on Monday. Now that I have this week to cool off from the burnout. I should be good to go now. Why is my truck hissing at me? Okay, we're gonna look objectively. The oncoming lane is the safest illegal maneuver here, because then we have the opposite shoulder to veer off if we need to. Whereas if we come into a detour road blockage and we're on the right shoulder passing everyone, then we have nowhere else to go. So objectively, driving in oncoming traffic is the safest option here. Trust me, I never lie. Someone up there. Oh, there he is. With how many road accidents and crash cars I see on my commute, there should really be fewer and fewer cars, but it seems like there's only more and more out there. It's insane. And it seems like I'm guilty of this too, but it seems like people just are getting worse and worse at driving, especially since 2020. I need to, because I canceled my HBO subscription, like the second the finale of House of Dragon Season 2 finished. But before that ends in a week or two, I should get around to finally watching the Dune, both parts of that. Because it's something that I know I'll enjoy a lot. I just have never gotten around to it because they're so long. And I'm still recovering from marathoning the Lord of the Rings director's extended cuts, all 3 of them last year or the year before. That was nuts. I shouldn't have done that. I should have spread that out across at least 3 weeks. So that was just like a whole 2 days to get through those 3 movies, the full extended cuts. That was nuts. And it wasn't even worth it. Because like they cut out all those scenes from Fellowship, Two Towers, and Return of the King for good reasons, because they suck. They add nothing. We have been driving the wrong way for a long time. We just now got that. I guess it reminded me that there's no traffic blocking us now. But yeah, as much as I adore those movies, they hold up fantastically, even to this day. After what has it been, like 20 years now? But the extended director cuts are not worth it at all, even for a super fan. Although there is some very, very funny stuff with how bad it is. Like the cut scene with Saruman's death, where they do a really bad CG fireball that's way out of I was about to say it's out of character. I forget if it happens in the book or not, but it's out of character for the story itself, because there's no other like magic like that really. It's like a legit just D&D fireball spell gets flung and it's just so out of place and looks horrible. And I'm sure in like, if that scene was carried all the way to the final regular release, it would have just been prettied up and whatever, but it's comically bad. I read through audiobook. I've tried several times to get through the Lord of the Rings trilogy and failed, because I always end up getting just burnt out with the traveloguing of it. Because with Tolkien, the story is all about the journey, not the destination. The destination is almost an afterthought. Not exactly, but it almost is. But the way he writes, it's all about the journey and the events along the way. And it can be great, especially in Two Towers with Aragorn's first half of the book. But holy hell. When Tolkien slows down, he slows down. And the worst parts of the books are whenever the elves are around, besides Legolas. But even worse than the elves are Bilbo. Because whenever Bilbo's around, whenever Bilbo is around, he starts singing. And I just do not enjoy Tolkien songs at all. I imagine they'd be better in the physical book, but in the audiobook, there's just no escape. They slow everything down. They're just not pleasing at all. And maybe it's because I'm a brainlet and I can't appreciate the fine symbology, whatever the fuck, meaning, backstory giving, exposition of the... I'm losing my words. I'm unable to appreciate Tolkien songs, is the point I'm getting at. Because I'm sure there's plenty of people that enjoy them. Not me. Not me. I dreaded whenever elves or Bilbo Baggins showed up. Like, after Moria, when... What the hell was the name of the forest that they go to after Moria? Where they climb up into a tree village? And it's shown very briefly in the movie, and thank God it was, because I can't remember the name of those. It has the elf lady whose character is the star of the Rings of Power, if I remember right. And Rings of Power is absolutely terrible. I got through like less than 15 minutes before I turned it off. And I'm not even a super fan of Tolkien. It's just, I'm not gonna get into it. But those elves are the worst one in the entire trilogy, because there are so many songs and so rapid fire. It's almost as bad as, well, it is worse than Rivendell, which is the other bad part. Two Towers is my favorite in the trilogy, just because of the first half with Aragorn's adventure. Because that is so good. It is so good having him trek all around Rohan and just fucking up guys. And it's not even about the fight scenes. It's just really good storytelling about Aragorn on a quest to save his friends. Because when it does get to the fight scenes with the Battle of Helm's Deep, it can be summed up as Aragorn and friends fight swordedly. Because that's the level of detail that Tolkien gets into. And the battle is really great, even with the abstract way he approaches the fight scenes, which is something I can appreciate, because my instinct whenever there's a battle is to get into the weeds with it, to slow down and appreciate the battle. But often it's easy to forget and not recognize that it can be a lot better to just like gloss over stuff in a big battle sequence, because you don't need to get every little detail. You know, as much fun as it is to, I almost said a gentlemanly word, as much fun as it is to nerd out and geek out way too hard with all the details as a writer, not a lot of the time the readers don't appreciate it, even if they're a super fan, and all those details distract from the story you're trying to tell. That's something I've learned. Now, don't get me wrong, details are very important to a story, but it's a give and take. The word economy is real. The word economy can and will hurt you, even at the best of times. There's a reason modern writing has such an emphasis on saying things as succinctly and efficiently as possible. And I don't always agree with that approach, because it does... Something's going on in here. Shit. Shit. Okay, we're good. We're good. Get out of my lane. When you take that approach, you can lose a lot of texture in your writing. That's a good way to say it. And it is very important not to let your texture detract from where is it? Is it up here at the turn? Okay, I see. It's gonna be through the city. It's important not to let the texture of your writing not detract from the story. Because that's when you start suffering from overflowery prose, where you... It's most noticeable, especially in newer and younger writers, where they drop way too many adjectives in. And I think it's Stephen King who's famously has a hatred for adjectives and adverbs. And for good reason. I don't fully agree with him on how bad they are, but it's very important not to let them detract from your writing. Because they tend to smother your own voice as an author in your writing, if you're not placing them strategically throughout your prose. Excuse me. Oh, almost took out a little light there. How are we on gas? We're above half. We're good for a while. What was I talking about? Writing. Stephen King. I haven't actually read any of his books, I don't think. Yeah, I think he's just an author I've missed out on. I should fix that. He is one of those authors where I've never paid much attention to just because of the sheer volume of books he has out. And even though he's like super famous, and probably for good reason because of some of them, it's just that there's so many of them, it turns me off. And not for a contrarian reason, just because it makes it appear in my mind as a monolith, which is hard for me to approach. Even though, like, most of his books, to my understanding, aren't, like, part of a cohesive world, I guess. Some of them are, but I don't think most of them are. Do I want to stop for gas while I'm here? Not really. But yeah, I should definitely read a Stephen King book at some point. I can't do that for stream though, because no, Stephen King is old, but I don't think he was around authoring stuff in the 20s, or is it? I think the current cutoff for public domain is around 31, 32, or 33. Because when I was reading Lovecraft's stories, I was having to pick out which ones were written before those years, which is surprisingly few of them. I think it was only like 5, 6, or 7 stories from Lovecraft. But that was the current cutoff for public domain books in America. Which is, I found out, different from public domain cutoff in Europe, which is much sooner. Because I think it's like a 20, 25 year difference between, we should be good, between American and European public domain, which I discovered from reading Conan. Because for a while, I thought it was all Conan was public domain. Turns out it's not in America. I think there's like 5 more years, but it is public domain in Europe. And that's one of the reasons I stopped reading Conan on stream. Although, I've had thoughts of just saying fuck it, because I don't think anyone's enforcing the Conan IP right now. Because I think it's like Lovecraft, where it's de facto public domain, because they were going for like a open mythos or whatever. That's what I heard about Lovecraft stuff. I could be completely wrong. And actually, now that I say that, I don't think that's true for Conan at all. I just think they're not enforcing it. So it's de facto public domain. I've left the old readings of it from when I first started streaming in the playlist titled Odes, which is where I threw all the stuff from before I got my beautiful vampire self on Is it on stream or on screen? I guess it would be both. Before I got my beautiful vampire self on your screens. Which is why there's like 2 or 3 months of VODs that are out of the Red Eye playlists, which are my normal ones. And now they're in the old playlist because of that. Just because I wanted to separate out when I was using the free to use schoolgirl model that comes with VTube Studio. Separate that away from what I'm doing now. It's a branding issue. Oh boy. Where are we? Cheyenne? What state is Cheyenne Mountain in? Because I was about to say we're at Stargate, but probably not, because I don't see any mountains. I think that's one of the northern Midwest states. Kind of. Around the Dakotas? Maybe. I need to rewatch some Stargate SG-1. I have not in a while. I miss Richard Dean Anderson. He was such a good actor in his prime. And he's just completely given up on acting because I think he just got over it. Which is fair enough. Because I think his stated reason was he wanted to focus on his family some more. Fair enough. But it's also unfortunate and funny at the same time with how much he has let himself go. That dude has become a hog. He is a silver hog now, man. Which I feel bad saying because I love Richard Dean Anderson so much. Oh, shit. Between both MacGyver and Stargate SG-1. But, yeah, he let himself go once he stopped acting. And he used to be a handsome dude, too. Even with the mullet. How much farther we got on this? Oh, hey, we're almost there. 20 something else. Cool. Yeah, Stargate SG-1, that's one of my favorite TV shows of all time. Until Richard Dean Anderson left, and then the show immediately went to hell. You really could tell when Richard Dean Anderson left and what a prominent role. Because he was both a actor and I think producer, if not director. I forget what his roles were besides acting. But he was involved all the way up. And you could really tell once he left the production, because this show just went off the rails, not in a good way, in my opinion. There were parts of the, what were they called? The starts with an O. Ori? Something like that. The sci-fi puritanical, tyrannical Christians, basically, in the Stargates. There were some good stuff from there. I liked the, what was it, The Covenant of Truth? It was one of the Stargate movies that came out after the show ended. It was pretty alright. But most of the show itself, once RDA left, just shit. It was bad. Because I remember watching it with some friends I was playing Star Wars Galaxies with at the time. And the dope corn was a big meme for us with Stargate SG-1 towards the end. Because in one of the later seasons, it was a filler episode if I remember right, where they were investigating a world for exporting drugs, and the drugs were in the form of corn, just corn, that was in like a biohazard container. So we dubbed it the dope corn. And it's even less interesting than it sounds, that's it. There's nothing else to the story. Ugh, man. What a shame. But man, Stargate SG-1 was so good when RDA was on. I don't think there was like a bad season with him around. And very few bad episodes, if any. I'm sure some episodes are not as great, but I can't think of any that I wouldn't want to rewatch. At least in the first 3 or 4 seasons, which are what I have on DVD. I should actually check for Blu-rays. Okay, here we go. Where do we want this? I see it. We can't pull through, as usual. We're gonna have to go to third person on this one. Alright. We gonna need some room here. Let's get positioned. Should be good there. Alright. Let's give this red a go. Other way. We're gonna hit that. It's gonna take a few attempts. Already, I can tell. Okay. Now, let's get this turning. Turning. Let's start straightening out. Now we are overturned. I don't know if we're gonna have room to correct it. We're gonna try though. Let's try. Okay. Let's go. Now. Is that gonna hit it? Nope. I am not convinced we're gonna get this in all the way without hitting another trailer. Okay. Yep, it's hitting it. Paint is coming off. But it's actually acting as guide rails, and we're not taking damage. So we're good. Okay. We're not so good. It's fine. This is fine. Look, the other trucker is sound asleep. He has his ear pro in. He can't hear a damn thing. So we're fine. Okay, let's try this again. Alright. Just a little straightening out. Now. This should be good. Yeah. Alright. I don't know what the difference is between these rolled up trucks missions and the regular ones. Ooh, we got level up. We are gonna stop there. What do I want? I'm gonna say fuel economy, because it's nice not having to stop to gas up so often. Actually, I take that back. I want to keep pumping up the just-in-times, because I think those will give us the best payout. We can just close out of that. I wanted to look at my my fines. Here we go. We have 138 traffic violations. We have 82K from our fines and tickets and crashes. We've blown through 65 red lights, 9 speeding tickets, which seems really low. 1 wrong way ticket, no lights. Oh, that's the headlights that was in broad daylight. It gave me fines for. We've had 43 crashes. Most of those are just minor benders. I don't take responsibility for at least 40 of those. One crash was definitely my fault. That was when I was taking the Colorado mountains way too fast and I rolled over. One crash was caught on stream, and this was short. And it was me just destroying a white SUV and killing an entire family. The third crash, that was my fault. I can't remember, so it didn't happen, so I only have 2 crashes that I take credit for. Alright. That's gonna be it. I'm actually gonna skip on Duolingo tonight, just because my throat's starting to get a little sore from yapping so much. Because I also ran longer than usual. Alright, I hope you all have a fantastic weekend. If I stream again, it'll probably be on Sunday, because tomorrow I expect to spend playing around with the new microphone. And if I stream Sunday, it's because I got the microphone working or something. But just as likely, no stream on Sunday, because I'll be busy playing with that. But either way, I will definitely see you all Monday for reading some more public domain. We will be starting a new book. I enjoyed the King in Yellow, but I think I'm done with all the Francophile stuff in it. Have not decided which book just yet, but I have a few strong contenders for what I'm going to decide on. And I'm thinking it's going to be a longer form book as well. Let me actually bring up my list, because I scouted out a few of them just to get a feel for what kind of books they are. They're all stuff I haven't read before. Where's that list? Scrolling. Here we go. My short list for what I'll read next is, let's see here. Clark Ashton Smith, who, according to a reliable source, is more Lovecraftian than Lovecraft at times, which I can appreciate. Also, the author James Branch Cabell, who wrote Jurgen, which I never heard before, but that's apparently the most accessible. There's also Lord Dunsany, who I believe is from the 19th century from what I saw, and he wrote some OG fantasy, pre-token fantasy. That involves a lot of Irish mythology, if my assessment was right. I might be misremembering who is who. And there's also Edgar Rice Burroughs, who wrote Tarzan, but also a lot of other stuff. Those are my short list for what I might read next. I'm leaning towards the guy who did the OG fantasy, but some of the other stuff was standing out as well. But anyways, I will definitely see you all Monday, maybe over the weekend, but definitely Monday. So take care, everyone. Hope the Fan Gang has a fantastic weekend. See y'all. I keep wanting to say tomorrow. See y'all Monday. Take care, everyone.